Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? Stuart here from Spain Speaks with a Spain news update. We'll take a look at some of the main stories that have caught my attention today in the Spanish press, and we'll also take a look at some comments that have been left on the channel in recent times by viewers. Before I begin, a big thanks to all of the people that have supported the channel in recent times, whether it's by buying me a coffee, whether it's through the super chat option on YouTube, whether it's longer term supporters on Patreon, or the channel members of this YouTube channel. Thank you very much for that support. Now, straight into the news, and the Spanish government is embroiled in yet another scandal. Private WhatsApp messages between the Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez and former number 2 of the government and disgraced Minister José Luis Ábalos have come to light, and some of the information contained in these WhatsApp messages could bring the government down. Don't know. Time will tell. As we can read here, all about Pedro Sanchez's WhatsApps to Ábalos. "I've missed working with you," he said. Private WhatsApp messages between Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez and former Transport Minister José Luis Ábalos have caused political turmoil after being leaked. The exchanges, found in a memory device at the home of Ábalos's former advisor during the Coldo case investigation, reveal deep trust and internal party strategy rather than any direct mention of the judicial probe. Sanchez expressed personal appreciation for Ábalos, saying, "I've missed working with you." The Prime Minister also tasked Ábalos with reining in critical regional PSOE leaders such as García Paje, Lamban and Fernández Barra. Sanchez referred to some of them using terms like hypocrites and unpresentable, showing frustration over internal dissent, especially concerning controversial topics like pardons for Catalan separatists or alliances with Bildu. The revelations have embarrassed the PSOE and sparked debate about party unity, political communication, and the role of personal messages in public accountability. So the real side of Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez on display for all to see through these leaked WhatsApp messages. And they give you an idea of how politics work in this country, and it's a very, very dirty game indeed. But I imagine that's the case everywhere, right? So the main problem for Mr. Sanchez now will be trying to rebuild broken relationships as a result of these messages, because let's be honest, he has insulted virtually everybody in his own political party, and people are not happy. Second piece of news now, and the homeless crisis at Spain's biggest airport, Madrid Barajas, is in the spotlight today. As we can read here, the company that controls airports here in Spain, Aena, has fumigated the airport and pressures 421 homeless people in Barajas. They have denied the homeless access to terminal without a ticket and have blocked NGOs from distributing food. Aena, the operator of Madrid Barajas Airport, is facing criticism after fumigating parts of Terminal 4 and introducing measures believed to target the homeless population sheltering there. Following staff complaints about insect bites, areas were disinfected for pests like bedbugs and cockroaches. Meanwhile, the charity Caritas has counted 421 homeless people now staying at the airport, a number that has grown since municipal cold weather aid schemes ended. Aena has begun limiting access to the terminal to those with valid tickets, preventing NGOs from distributing food, removing benches, and adjusting air conditioning to make overnight stays less tolerable. Social organizations and staff argue that these actions aim to force the homeless to leave rather than addressing the root cause of their situation. The controversy has intensified public debate about homelessness, access to public infrastructure, and the responsibilities of both local authorities and corporations like Aena in supporting vulnerable populations. So there we go, that's the situation at Spain's biggest and most important airport, Barajas in Madrid, Terminal 4 to be exact. And the company that runs the airport, Aena, wanting to wash its hands of this situation, the situation of homeless people that don't have anywhere else to go. As we saw there, municipal schemes to help the homeless in Madrid have ended, so where have people gone to stay warm? The airport. The third piece of news now, and as a result of the national blackout a couple of weeks ago here in Spain, the nuclear energy debate has been reignited. And as we can read here, the figures fueling Spain's nuclear energy extension debate. Spain's recent nationwide blackout has reignited the debate over whether the country should extend the lifespan of its nuclear power plants. Although a phased shutdown between 2027 and 2035 was agreed in 2019, nuclear companies are now pushing for a review of this plan alongside demands for lower taxes and levies. Backed by some political parties, especially the Conservative PP, the discussion has shifted to who would fund such an extension. There is no official estimate for the cost of prolonging the use of the country's 7 nuclear reactors. However, nuclear engineer Fran Ramirez argues that the necessary safety investments should be paid by the operators and are not excessive. Since the nuclear industry is not regulated, financial data relies on company estimates. Operators claim producing 1 megawatt hour of nuclear power costs around €45 or over €60 including taxes, figures they suggest could justify setting a fixed payment model for continued operation. So the nuclear energy debate again on the table here in Spain. Do we prolong the life of the existing nuclear plants, which, according to the government, are going to be shut down by 2035 or not? That's the question. And what's your opinion on this topic? Should nuclear energy here in Spain be left in the mix? Let me know in the comment section below. And the final piece of news now, and anyone who has tried to rent a house in Spain in recent times will know that it's not an easy task. And now, unfortunately, scammers have got in on the act and are ripping people off. As we can read here, an attempted flat rental and a property scam. The hidden drama behind house hunting in Spain. The increasingly competitive and stressful search for rental accommodation in Spain has found a darker side, as seen in Sara Rodriguez's case. After days of trawling through listings, she found what seemed like a reasonable flat in Alcobendas near Madrid for €1,050 a month. The advert didn't seem suspicious. 2 bedrooms, a bathroom and a lounge in a 55 square metre property. When the supposed agent, Javier, requested a solvency check, Sarah complied without hesitation, providing her payslip and ID. Such requests are now common among agencies, and she was eager to secure housing. However, what felt like a breakthrough turned into a nightmare. Although the article doesn't describe the full outcome, it hints at a property scam, underscoring the risks tenants face in today's overheated market. With demand vastly outstripping supply, many renters are left vulnerable to fraud, highlighting the urgent need for tighter regulations and better tenant protections in Spain's rental sector. So the latest problem to dog the rental market here in Spain, people getting scammed and ripped off by people with no scruples. So if you're planning on coming to Spain soon to live and you're going to be looking for a rental property, watch out. Now let's have a look at some comments that have been left on the channel recently by viewers. One here from Simon. I went to IKEA in Murcia and they have a sort of revolving light thing going on which reflected off the floor, and the floor was not level. I sort of agree that it was a weird feeling. Bizarrely, I have a large IKEA delivery arriving today, and yes, it was me who had an Estrella in store. IKEA Almeria is very popular with the local school kids. There is a large school opposite it, and the breakfast meal deals attract a very large following of kids. Yeah, Simon, thanks for the comment, and good to see that I am not the only person that has problems when shopping at IKEA. Different people in the comment section also said that they suffer from nausea when walking around the IKEA stores, perhaps because of the lighting, and also a sense that you are trapped in a maze and it's difficult to get out. However, some people have said that IKEA has changed in recent times. No longer is it a maze, or do you have to follow a certain route? Do these new changes mean that I will be going back anytime soon? No. Another comment here from Helen, Irish, here living in the Costa Blanca. Love your channel. Yeah, Helen, thanks for the comment, and good to see that you enjoy the channel. And I hope life is treating you well down there on the Costa Blanca. In fact, not far from where I am today. And while I'm on the topic, a big thanks to all of the people that watch these videos on a regular basis and contribute in the comment section. I appreciate it. One here from Marianne. Reports of pet eating was in Springfield, Ohio, not Missouri. But no matter, as it never happened. Yeah, Marianne, thanks for the comment, and I apologise. I got this one wrong the other day. I said Springfield, Missouri, where it should have been Springfield, Ohio. Apologies to all of those people in Springfield for the mistake. And regarding the other thing that you mentioned there, the so-called pet eating that some people allege took place in that state in the United States, Elon Musk and his cronies, I agree with you. Most likely never happened, but people want to believe what they want to believe. Right, one here from John. What about fines for the power cut? Yeah, John, thanks for the comment and good question. What about fines for what happened on the 28th of April when Spanish mainland blacked out? Well, no fines can be handed out because the government doesn't know exactly what happened, or at least that's their story. So if we don't know what caused the blackout, how can we fine someone? That's the issue. And the final comment here from Casual Gamers, can't trust any of them. No, we can't. On that note, I'm going to wrap the video up. Questions and comments, please leave them in the section below. If you have anything to add to the conversation today, the comment section is the place for you. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to help keep the channel growing, and turn on notifications so that you never miss a video. Until the next one, hasta luego from Spain.